Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Damn, I feel like crap.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I take the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
What's poppin', man? What up, Marco? We don't have another patch yet, as far as I know. Let me check actually before I say some shit. No, there's no patch available at the moment. What up, Dade County? What up, Leader and Chris? Am I excited about Raw? What up, Daniel? Man, I've been sick, guys. I got sick last week, and you know, I tried streaming on the other channel some NBA because it was just some laid back stuff. I just been bed rest, and it's just been terrible. I feel like shit. I still feel like shit, but I'm recovering. I feel a little better now. I've been taking all the medicine I could to recover. UFC coming soon, yeah, it's coming real soon. I'm gonna be playing that over on the other channel probably, or who knows. Do you guys think I should play like UFC and Mortal Kombat, like all the fighting games? Should I play it on this channel, like AEW, UFC, all that stuff? I don't know. You've been sick this weekend? Yeah, bro, I was super sick. Chilling, bro. NBA 2k24 took my soul. Gameplay's fire. I feel like 2k24 has been really good. I agree. I mean, I've had the opportunity to play it a little more than I anticipated, and I'm really surprised with how good it is, honestly. You know, it's a money-hungry experience still to this day. We ain't saying much by saying that. That's known to be the thing with 2K. But what I like is that the game has improved. There's a sense of newfound energy with the crossplay feature. And I've been able to enjoy playing on it. You know, working on my build has been a grind, but what up, Shades? Watching in school? Uh-oh. Careful you don't get in trouble, fool. So yeah, that's why I miss a couple wrestling streams. I'm actually behind on the wrestling content, believe it or not. UFC live on YouTube? Yeah, no, I'm not asking. I have 2 YouTube channels, remember. I have a channel where I play different games and what I'm saying is that I don't know if I should stream everything on the wrestling channel. Talk about perfect timing, just got off of work. That's what I'm talking about, man. We're here. I'm trying to, you know, build up that consistency again and stream consecutively so you guys know when to expect me going live, but I got sick at the worst time. What up, Wesley? Not gonna lie, 2K has always been a VC cash grabber. I still want to play it though, can't afford it. Hey man, you get it when you get it. I see what you're saying. I saw what you said up top. I missed your comment at first. You need to get a copy to hop on. I feel you. I feel you. Both Uso theme songs have been uploaded on YouTube by WWE Music. Oh, I gotta listen to that. Let me put it on and listen to it over here on my tablet. I got my tablet here. My handy dandy tablet. What do you guys think about the Matt Riddle stuff, man? I feel so bad for Matt Riddle. Trouble seems to find him one way or another. Whether it's an allegation or having issues at the airport, like it's always something with this guy, huh? Jimmy's theme is actually heat. I gotta hear it. Let me put it on. I'm gonna put it on my end so we could talk about it real quick. Let me put it on. Hold on. Where's it at? You said WWE uploaded it. My hype for the final Raw in the Vince McMahon era? Well, it's not. People are being overly dramatic. Again, the headlines just false narratives. It's not the last Raw of the Vince McMahon era. Vince McMahon is still working. It's the last Raw of Vince McMahon's family being the only owner. Vince McMahon is still running Raw. So you said WWE Music uploaded it on YouTube? Born a King. Let's see. I'm listening to it. Ooh, so. I didn't even know that's what they're saying. I was born a king. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's some gangster shit, you know? They like all that that thug vibe. I like it. Yeah, Jay does deserve a solo title. I stand. It's my land. I stand. It's good. And it's funny because Jey Uso got the ooh so. It's just me, Oos. I stand by Jay should be Gunther. Yeah, me too. It's on me now, Oos. I like it, bro. I like that they're. What I like about their new theme is that it goes with their gimmick. It just makes sense. It feels like there's a little familiarity there, but it's different enough, right? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they don't sound the same, but like they have, it's a familiar sound. It's not like it's completely catching us off guard. Which is what I like about it. Ooh, so. What up, Jason? How's it going? I think Jay beating Gunther would be great. Exactly. Subtle differences. Like, it's just the vibe of it. The vibe that you get from it it's similar enough just for you to be like, all right, this is from the Uso family. Like, same with the Roman one. Like, they added the old Roman shield theme in the background. When it does a little tana. I'll never forget the first time I heard it. I thought they were trying to play the old Roman theme again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, they're playing the old Roman theme song all over again. But yeah, I've been out of the loop with wrestling this past week. It's funny because like I was so hyped up to talk to you guys about Payback. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming UFC. I was so hyped to talk to you guys about Payback, and I didn't even get to talk to you guys about Payback because I ended up getting sick and I never did the stream dedicated to it. How sad. When the track restarts, you can hear the old Roman shield drop. Yes, exactly. So I really like that they did that because it's paying homage to, you know, his old character, and it's like an evolution from that. I just put on SmackDown now. I put on SmackDown now on my tablet. And they're starting off SmackDown showing the highlights from Payback. What up, John? I love Payback, man. I feel like I got so lucky with Payback. Payback could have been so mid. You know, they don't really do special guest referees anymore like that. So when I saw John Cena come out and he announced that he was going to be a special guest referee, I thought it was like amazing. I thought it was like the best shit ever. 11 likes. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, Payback had no business being that good, in my opinion. Not just because I was there. Like, every match, they took their time with every match. Nothing felt rushed besides maybe like the Rey Mysterio Austin Theory match, but even then that was solid. Is it true the McMahon are coming out tonight? I don't know if Vince will show up, but what they're saying about tonight is that it's the last Raw before Endeavor fully owns it. The tag match was Chef's Kiss. That tag match was the best match of the night. That women's cage match was phenomenal. Yes, bro. It was so good. It's what I expected the Trish and Becky cage match to have been, honestly. Maybe my expectations were poorly set. Greatest day in history? Why? What up, Ace? But that street fight really... I love that Kevin Owens was wearing the Terry Funk shirt. I love that they put on the hockey gear. Triple H Creative will be in full effect starting Tuesday. He's already been... What do you mean full effect? What do you mean full effect? Elaborate, please. I know, like, he's acting like there's a lot of changes. The only thing that's changing is, like, the name and who's getting the main money now. But the company's still operating the same. I'm not debating you, bro. Vince's ain't gonna be in charge. He hasn't been in charge. He's just been the boss of the company. What do you mean? Vince won't have any say anymore starting Tuesday? Where do you read these things at, bro? They want WWE to continue operating as the way they've been operating. What are you even on right now? Dude, we literally have the same sources. I don't know how you can read something so different. Because during this whole period, it wasn't finalized until this week. What has been finalized? Ace, elaborate. You're giving us a good conversation, so I'm going to keep going into it. What do you think of Damian Priest's new Money in the Bank JD McDonald's Big Mac double cheeseburger gave him? I think it's dope. I like it. It fits him. I was wondering why they hadn't given him an exclusive Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, it's not like the green one is bad. The green one is good for like the standard, you know, to have it over the ring and maybe for like a month. What up, Acapella? Chilling, man. We're here talking wrestling, talking about WWE finally handing over the keys to Endeavor tonight at midnight. But yeah, that doesn't... Things have already been in place, bro. Vince having 50% control wasn't official until now. The meeting is gonna legitimize. All right, but that's all business stuff that doesn't matter to us. He's still the guy in charge in terms of running WWE. They're still keeping him on. That was 2001, if I'm not mistaken. So I was about 11 years old. I was turning 11 years old, I believe. I'll never forget. I was in music class in my... I was taking steel drums at that point in time. We need Punk tonight. Punk ain't coming out tonight. Come on. If you're saying we need Punk tonight, then you're gonna be extremely disappointed because CM Punk is not coming out tonight. That 1% does a lot, Lex. Have you seen Shark Tank? Dude, on the business side of things, what you're worried about is literally creative control and what we see on TV as a product. That isn't changing. UFC owner Endeavor, which is now going to become the WWE owner, and they're going to be under the TKO umbrella. They want WWE to continue operations as if they were still owned. What up, Keon? As if they were still owned the way they've been owned all this time. They're going to be running and operating the same way we've seen recently. He was never really gone from WWE. Yes. Exactly, MGM. Triple H has come forward and said it. Everybody thinks that everything bad is Vince, everything good is Triple H, and anyone else but Vince. He may be out of touch. The good news is that he cannot sabotage the company further, right? And what I mean by that is that he can't just walk around and do literally whatever he wants. But the company's still operating under the same WWE mantra, bro. I'm liking wrestling at the moment. I got that vibe back. Triple H is the GOAT. That's awesome. You got back into it. Imagine Jay versus Gunther for the belt. Imperium interferes, breaks up. Jey Uso splash pin, and Gunther hits the power bomb. Then goes in, and Rhea Ripley jumps from the crowd interfere. Then Dom Dom. Damn, but what is this? A triple threat or what? Imagine if that had CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. For what? For CM Punk to get walked on by Roman? Gunther with his belt. Jay splashes again and wins the belt. That would be nice. That's my point. He was never gone, but the deal that was made between Vince and the Endeavor owner back in spring wasn't official until this week. So yeah, Triple H had control, but still Triple H had to answer to Vince and Nick Khan. He still has to answer to Vince and Nick Khan, though. That's what you're missing. That's what you're not getting. I don't know where you're reading this information that you think it's gonna... The product is gonna remain the same, bro. What you've seen on TV is what you're gonna continue to get. Do I think Randy Orton's done? I think that if Randy Orton is in much discomfort, as we've read, and he's far from returning, it means that he shouldn't return, probably. It's all up to him and how his body reacts. Bro, I just sent the picture on Discord. Read it. I'm going to do it just for the sake of the conversation so you could go to sleep at night feeling a little better. All right, I'm loading Discord. You just sent it. Where did you send it? Because I don't see anything on here. I'm looking everywhere. You haven't sent nothing right now. NBA 2k23, I'm getting it tomorrow, is awesome, Corey. Endeavor wants the game, not the old man. All right, guys. Please, this is the problem with reading the wrong information and not from like official websites that operate like professional businesses instead of spreading false rumors. So Endeavor, the company that is purchasing WWE, is going to keep Vince McMahon in charge. Vince McMahon still owns a small portion of the company. All right? He still owns a small chunk of the company. So not only is he getting paid a ridiculous amount by Endeavor selling, yeah, I'm on the main. And what it means is that now Vince has a boss above him to answer to. It's no longer just Vince and the shareholders. Vince always had shareholders to answer to. No, send it again, bro. You have it. Send it again. I'm not going to scroll up. So what's changing here, get this straight. Endeavor's not buying WWE and changing WWE now. They want WWE to continue operating as if they were running things like they've been the last period or so, last year or whatever. So Triple H is still doing the same job he's doing tonight. He's gonna have the same job tomorrow. Triple H answers to Vince and Nick Khan, and those guys answer to Endeavor. So Triple H used to just answer to Vince. Now Triple H is answering to Vince, but Vince is answering to Endeavor. All right? And just for the record, yes, Vince McMahon was the majority owner before. Yes, Vince McMahon was operating like he was running the company however he wanted. But that couldn't be further from the truth in terms of Vince not having to answer to anyone. Vince always had to answer to the shareholders. Once WWE went live on Wall Street and they became a public trading company and they had shareholders, those shareholder meetings that you guys would read online about Stephanie McMahon going in when her dad was being investigated, she came in and said WWE 2K has been doing great. We're going to make more games with 2K Sports. The business is booming. Pay-per-view percentages are up. Everything is up. Those quarterly meetings were with shareholders that share the company. So Vince was the main boss, but he was always answering to the shareholders in their best interest, and they trusted Vince with their shares of the company. Now that Vince has sold majority of the company to Endeavor and they are the main owner, Endeavor has control over WWE like they have UFC, meaning they could literally do technically whatever they want. But just like UFC, Endeavor wants to remain feeling like they want the company to remain feeling like how they've been. They want UFC to operate under Dana White. They want WWE to operate under Vince McMahon. So the main boss, the CEO, the guy running Endeavor, wants WWE to stay as WWE. He wants UFC to stay as UFC. There's no cross promotion that they're gonna fight each other. This is just that instead of Vince McMahon answering strictly to the shareholders and Vince McMahon answering to no one in terms of what he decides to do with the company, now he answers to Endeavor. Okay? He has a boss. Yes, I saw this. The Wrestling Ops will mark the final show under the McMahon era. Expect the deal to be completed tomorrow. No longer will have full control over WWE. Yes, bro. This is just spinning the words and making it sound like something that, you know, they are definitely no longer the only majority owner. The McMahon name doesn't majority own the company anymore. Vince McMahon still owns a decent percentage of the company. He is getting a payout by Endeavor, but he is also being brought on board as an employee of Endeavor, meaning Vince McMahon is still running WWE on the business side of things. All right? This is the reality. It's not that Vince McMahon is no longer in power. If anything, Vince McMahon is being empowered by Endeavor. God. It's not that hard to grasp. You guys got to read beyond the headline. You guys got to read into the business side. Endeavor, they're not firing Vince. I mean, let me look up the exact number Vince McMahon still owns on the company. I'll tell you right now, Vince McMahon still owns WWE. Let's see if it comes up. So the WWE has been sold by Vince McMahon to Endeavor Group Holdings to form a multi-billion-dollar live sports brand merger. This is more about branding than anything. I'm going to tell you right now. All right. So listen. Listen, my guy. Endeavor Group Holdings, Inc., the parent company of UFC, announced Monday, this was April 2023, a deal to acquire WWE from Vince McMahon and formed a new public company. This is a merger. Endeavor will hold 51% controlling interest in the new company, while WWE shareholders will have 49% stake. Meaning Endeavor doesn't even own WWE 100%. Endeavor is merging. It means that they bought the majority owner out, which was Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was the majority owner, which he is no longer the majority owner, but he still has stake in the company. He is still very much in the company. All right? So, McMahon, listen. Vince McMahon will be the executive chair of the new company while owning 16%. You know what that tells you? That out of 49% that is still part of WWE shareholders, Vince McMahon owns 16%. All right? So let that sink in. So 49% minus 16 is 33%. 33% of WWE still belongs to other shareholders. We don't know every single person. I assume Stephanie McMahon is probably like a 1% or 2%er in there. Shane McMahon may have a little bit of that too. Who knows? I don't know how the McMahon family spread out their wealth. I honestly don't know the exact details. But Vince McMahon is still a chairman. He is still the head honcho in the WWE division, and he still owns 16%. So not only is he getting a ton of money from Endeavor, he is also still part of the shareholders. Guys, don't let these articles fool you. Yes, it's a day worth celebrating because now WWE is expanding into bigger and better, but it doesn't mean that all of a sudden what we see on TV is gonna change. Endeavor is buying WWE because they want to merge, they want to expand, they want to grow their portfolio in terms of business. It doesn't mean that they want WWE to all of a sudden change the way they operate. It's a big day because Triple H is in charge now? No! Triple H has been in charge. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If anything, it's a big day for Vince McMahon because he is still in control. Oh my God, how is this so hard to understand? What up, Saif? What up, Deshaun? I'm not saying Triple H is not in charge. Bro, you guys have no idea. All these guys that are on social media and are on, Twitter, posting these little headlines to get views. I'm not a clickbaiter. I'm sorry that I don't just clickbait and argue till the end of time with everyone that's wrong and spreading misinformation. Triple H is in control of creative. He remains in charge of what we see on TV because he is the head director. You know how movies get directed by usually one or two people? Well, Triple H is the director of the product that we see on television. That being pay-per-views, premium live events, they're called now, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and he even oversees NXT as well. Triple H is very much in control yesterday as much as he is tomorrow, because Endeavor, that is owning WWE as of tomorrow, 51% of that, still wants WWE to continue under the same impression that they've gone on for the past year or whatever. So for us as fans, we're still going to get the same product we have seen since Triple H took over. Let that sink in. Vince McMahon came back after the allegations to be on the business side of things, to be a part of the company in a different element. He has changed certain things. He has been involved in certain things, but that doesn't honestly mean that it's all been bad, because the head honcho that's writing, creating, and delivering the product that we as fans, as consumers, are observing and digesting, it's still Triple H. It's gonna be better in terms of growth, in terms of expanding financially, business. That's not our concern. Our concern is for WWE to stay on the path that they've been on, making shows like Payback, Backlash, Fastlane coming up mean something. Make these shows that are like Money in the Bank, the foreign, overseas product, for it to continue expanding. We've already seen some of that. But as fans, this doesn't really concern us in any negative way, and it's not really worth celebrating a whole lot than what we've gotten, because Triple H is still talking to Vince. Vince is still a boss at WWE. So people who think that Vince McMahon was running WWE by himself into the ground don't understand that Vince has a shareholder group that still had to sit down in board member meetings and had to agree and do business. All this means is that Vince sold his main share. He sold. Nick Khan ran. They put Nick Khan as president of WWE because of the business element going into the negotiation for the sale of the company. Pardon the pun, but I believe you. No problem, Tony. It's okay, bro. Just hear me out. What I'm saying is that, yes, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Like the theme song. Yes, it's a good day worth celebrating that WWE will be held accountable by someone other than Vince McMahon. Because up until this point, it was Vince McMahon ultimately the only one that can hold himself accountable. So what we need to celebrate is that Vince has a boss beyond the shareholders now. For us as fans, the change right now from day to day is little. We won't really feel the change as fans right now. In terms of story, in terms of build-up, in terms of the product that matters to us, the viewers, it's gonna be what it's been. Because Triple H is in charge. And he never was not in charge. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted you to kind of understand that. And I'm getting animated and passionate because I've read the reports throughout the week. And I read the headlines today. It's like, bro, they write things in a certain way to I don't know what it is, that it's like, it's almost like intoxicating to read these, like, things are taken out of context. Oh, let me read what he said. He sent this again. Breaking news. Tonight's Raw will mark the final ever show of the McMahon era. No, it won't. Vince is still working there. With the Endeavor deal expected to be completed tomorrow, Vince will no longer have full control. Yes, that is true. Vince, this marks the end of Vince being the majority owner. This marks the end of Vince being the only head boss. This marks the end of the McMahons being the majority. That's it. That's the end it marks. But it's not the final show of the McMahon era. It's still produced by Vince McMahon's, brainchild. Vince McMahon, whether you love him or hate him, taught Triple H everything he knows. The moment it's no longer under the McMahon era, it means that Vince McMahon is either dead or no longer working for WWE, which I don't think that's happening. I think he's dying before he actually leaves and retires, because he will work at WWE until he's 100 years old. And then Stephanie will have to stay away from the company and never return, which that remains to be seen. She may come back at some point because she took a leave of absence. It doesn't mean that Stephanie McMahon is fired and done with WWE forever. So Vince McMahon may come back. Stephanie McMahon may come back. And Shane McMahon, as long as he's alive, he'll be involved with the company on and off in some capacity, whether it's attending shows or being backstage or what have you. All right? And Triple H, as long as that guy has the energy and the desire to work the business, WWE is home. And even he is now part of the McMahon family. So at the end of the day, the McMahon era has only expanded. It hasn't ended. So that headline of tonight marks the final ever show of the McMahon era, that's just naive to believe. It's just not true. It's just false. It's not real. It's like hoping, like, it just doesn't, I don't know what people gain from like wording things in a certain way to get people to click on their shit. A joke? Yeah, it's a joke. You need a beer after this? I cannot wait to see EVP Cody Rhodes open the forbidden door. Oh, Steph will be back when Vince is on his way out. I guarantee you that. Exactly. Stephanie McMahon loves WWE. She lives and breathes WWE. So, well, Lex, that's what all these big wrestling podcasters want to say. Guys like JD are claiming he's gone. He is indeed gone from being the majority owner. Yes, I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that Vince McMahon is not the only man in charge. I'm not denying those things. That's just a fact of life. Like LA Knight says, it's a fact. That's a reality. Vince McMahon is indeed gone from being the majority owner. Same YouTubers that thought it was confirmed WWE sold to Saudi Arabia months ago. Yeah, bro, you gotta read from you gotta read from the business side of things. You gotta read beyond the wrestling fandom. You gotta read beyond, like, this is not just my opinion. What I'm saying here, guys, I don't have inside sources. I don't have someone leaking me information. All I have is my 2 cents and my brain and my eyes to read, and I did a little digging and I read a little bit. I just did a quick Google search and I came to and found this article that listed Vince McMahon still owns 16% of WWE. He's still part of the shareholders. I also ran into another article saying Vince McMahon is still the chairman. So, like, it's just lazy reporting. It's like, all right, man, I don't have any videos to do today. I don't have anything to type on X or Twitter or Instagram. I need to create some engagement. So, what's the best click rate headline that I could write? You know what? Let me put Vince McMahon is no longer in charge because everyone hates Vince McMahon. That'll get me clicks. Let me change the title of the stream. I'm going to change the title of the stream, WWE 2k23 gameplay and Raw pre-show hype. No one gives a shit about watching me play a video game. People want to talk about controversy. Who's more controversial than Vince McMahon? All right, let me put Vince McMahon is no longer in charge. Like, the guy that works for Endeavor literally said, "Oh yeah, we're I see this as a great partnership. I see this as a great merger. This is a big opportunity and blah 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 blah. And who better than Vince McMahon, who knows the business?" Like, everyone praises Vince McMahon from the business side of things. The only people that bash Vince McMahon are the freaking fans that hate Vince McMahon in 2023. Those are the only people bashing Vince McMahon. What up, Ken? What up, Jake? The only people bashing Vince McMahon is you, me, and the next guy. Truth of the matter is, the people that Vince McMahon works with and now for, they love Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is an icon. He's a mogul. Bro, let me see how old Vince McMahon is. Let's look up his age. Vince McMahon is a stud when it comes to 78 years old. That guy's in better shape than half of everyone that hates him. More than half. Better than me. So, at the end of the day, the pioneer, Vince McMahon, is still viewed as such behind the scenes from the business side of things. Triple H did several interviews when he took control of creative. And he said, yeah, I still talk to Vince. I'm telling you guys, bro. The only people that hate Vince McMahon are like Ryback, CM Punk. Chris Jericho has gone on record saying that he's old and washed out, which, you know, from a creative side, he's probably gassed out. There's a bunch of people that are definitely Vince McMahon haters in this world, and people that clashed with him, people that had allegations with him. Vince McMahon is no angel. He is not perfect. He is no exception to the cause. But at the end of the day, like, let's be real. Vince McMahon, when it comes to the business, very few can lace up his shoes. That's just a fact. And that's all he is wanted for right now from Endeavor. Endeavor wants his business. Look, I wanted Vince McMahon to leave WWE Creative. I don't want Vince McMahon to leave WWE. Vince McMahon is good for business because that guy's brain operates on another level that we just will never understand. Vince Russo, like, all these promoters, all these creative writers, and Eric Bischoff, who now... Eric Bischoff has given Vince McMahon his flowers and has understood. He understands Vince McMahon more today than he ever did before. So, like, you know, Cornette or like Vince Russo, I'm going to say, or Meltzer, all these guys that swear they know it all, they're at home doing a podcast for a reason. They're not in the game anymore. All right? These guys have all these podcasts with Conrad, that dude Conrad that has podcasts with like Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, and all these guys. They're at home doing podcasts with Conrad. That's what those guys are doing now, all right? Vince McMahon is still playing in the playoffs, going for the championship, going for the title. Like, you know, what up, Carter? What up, Omar? What up, Kerry? I don't love Vince McMahon's creative decision all the time. But when that guy taps in and goes on, like that WrestleMania that Stone Cold came back, Cody Rhodes debuted, you know, Roman stuff, like that WrestleMania in Dallas was one of the best shows ever. Ever. Not just of the decade, but ever put together from start to finish over the weekend. Like, and that was Vince. And rest assured, Vince had a team help him put that together, even though he was the main guy. Just like Triple H. Triple H says, no one will ever fill Vince McMahon's shoes. No matter how much you try. His shoes are way too big, and it's unrealistic for one person to take control as much as Vince did for as long as he did. So Triple H has a team. I saw that you're level 90 on Starfield, bro. I wish I wish I didn't get sick because I haven't been able to get on it. Like, I've been playing NBA a lot, brain dead, because I've been sick. And I love Starfield so far. So I saw you playing. I saw how many hours you have into it. That's awesome. So say what you want, but, you know, at the end of the day, it just... Let's be realistic. No, Vince McMahon is not returning sometime next year. Vince McMahon is being the chairman tomorrow. If you're talking about WWE television, I don't think he'll ever come back. Remember, they said this very loud and clear. Vince McMahon doesn't work the day-to-day operation anymore. He's big business now. You want to see guys like Ricochet get more TV time? See, but it's not right for us to complain about Ricochet, who just had a massive match at SummerSlam. Like, people have, you know, highs and lows, and ups and downs. That's what keeps the show interesting. Right now, it's not his time. It's you know, they're focusing on the Judgment Day. Like, guys, I remember so many years ago. I can't pick a date. Maybe you guys can better than me. But I remember many years ago people saying, oh, WWE doesn't have enough factions. WWE doesn't have enough tag teams. WWE doesn't have enough stables. They don't have, you know, they don't have groups. They don't have this. They don't have that. Now that they're focusing on like the Judgment Day, the Bloodline Implosion, there's multiple champions, there's multiple main eventers, there's multiple top stars, there's multiple stories going on, whether it's the mid card, the main title, women's wrestling is at an all-time high. You know, now people are like, oh, they're putting too much Judgment Day. Oh, they're not sharing enough airtime with this woman. They're not doing this person. You know, to me, it's just, yeah, I saw the UFC fights. I saw the main event and the co-main event. Great show. Vince is like the Marvel movie credits. Vince McMahon will return. Exactly. Always will. What up, Jason? So, I just feel like it's very, very difficult to satisfy the majority of the audience. Look, guys. Let's talk about this real quick. I want to talk about this because I've mentioned it on stream in the past. And I'm praising them for having all these stories and elements right now. I remember when John Cena was on top. I remember reading online when social media was gaining so much, you know, momentum. I remember hearing and me being involved online in the parties, in the lobbies and all that with, you know, wrestling fans all over the world. I remember people talking about how John Cena always main eventing was a problem, always being the one and only poster child, always being the focal point. We get Roman Reigns, who has not only been dominant, but has been must-see TV anytime he graces our screen. He's been amazing. As of winning the Undisputed Championship, he hasn't been on screen as much. That's when he re-signed his contract. That's when he pretty much dictated when and where he'd be. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I remember there was a time where we didn't want Randy in the main event all the time. We didn't want John Cena in the main event all the time. We complained a lot, myself included. You know, no one likes the franchise and only the franchise. WWE now is giving us a champion that we can be excited for every time he shows up. A champion that is must-see TV. And a champion that we care for and we are involved with. Whether you want to see him win or lose, it doesn't matter. Roman Reigns is, you know, a main attraction. But they are also giving him time to breathe. They're giving his character time to evolve. They're giving him space for other characters to step up. For Jey Uso to become a main eventer. For Cody Rhodes to be a headliner, for Seth Rollins to main event pay-per-views, for Gunther's Intercontinental title reign to mean something, for the US title storyline to headline SmackDown. So, damned if you do, damned if, like LA Knight to have the moment in time to cut the promo. If Roman was on SmackDown every single week, he'd be boring. There'd be no time for other stars, you know, no story for Jimmy. There, you know, so Roman not being at the show doesn't mean Roman's not having an effect on the show. Jimmy is still part of Roman. Solo is still part of Roman. Paul Heyman is still part of Roman. Paul Heyman is on the phone talking to Roman throughout the entire SmackDown show. The Roman effect is expanding the product, the story elements. It's what makes us get more excited when he is there. You know, it's extending the life of the character. Now, I will say this. What if you found out tomorrow that Roman not being on the road 360 days is due to his health? I'm just saying. What if tomorrow or next year, next month, we find out Roman is not active at 360 days a year like he once was because he is protecting himself from burning out his body and preventing having leukemia again and preventing an unhealthy way of living, I guess. What if we find out that Roman just can't be that active anymore, but he still is part of the story? He still is part of WWE. What if that's the case? Will you sympathize with the fact that, he's not there every week for a good reason? So, I get that we want to see him on TV every single week. I get that we love to think that we need Roman every pay-per-view, every show, every house show. I get that, bro. I get that. But truth of the matter is this. Roman Reigns' health comes first before anything. When COVID hit, he had to stay home as a safety precaution. When he got leukemia back, he couldn't even wrestle. Like, Roman owes it to himself to protect himself. What up, Jay? You get what I'm saying? So, all Roman is doing is strategically performing at a high level. All Roman is doing is expanding his wealth of character onto other stars on the show. Have you guys seen the reaction that Jey Uso has gotten? And Sami Zayn, please. Sami Zayn was big for sure, but he's bigger now because of Roman. Sami doesn't get nearly this over with his chemistry with Jey, Roman, and the Bloodline. Exactly. Exactly, MGM. Exactly. Your point exactly. Like, speaking of Jimmy, him trying to be back in the Bloodline makes no sense unless he's trying to break the Bloodline once more. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. They're definitely onto something. Exactly, Ace. He stopped wrestling as much. You're franchise champion. You need to be seen on TV more than 9 months at a time. He is on TV more than that, though. He's still on TV more than any world champion on any other platform. Sammy's used pretty well, I think. Yes, he's not a world champion right now, but he's consistently on TV and main eventing pretty consistently. You can tell he's a top star spot, top star house shows, top star pay-per-views, top storylines. He's involved heavily, bro. And he's doing great. He's kind of like Seth was before the world title, 100%. What up, Jade? Didn't he wear a mask in the match? Yes. Yes, he was just trying to be safe and had to wear a mask. So, at the end of the day, bro, the Roman effect, I think WWE has done it in a smart way where they're like, okay, how can we take this massive superstar and expand the character that he's built? How can we expand that onto the biggest mistake that WWE made in the Attitude Era with Stone Cold, The Rock, and all these other guys is that the rub wasn't as big as it's been with Roman. The rub with John Cena wasn't as big as it's been with Roman. If you look at every star before Roman Reigns, I'm talking about mainstream level big timers, okay? I'm talking about Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan. All those guys pale in comparison to what Roman Reigns has done for other stars. The only other time that Hulk Hogan was able to have some effect on other stars was in NWO. And let's be honest, NWO was already starting to shape up with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, who laid the foundation for Hogan to join them. It wasn't like Hogan created the NWO by himself. Exactly, Carter. Roman don't gotta be on the show, but the problem is without Roman, the Bloodline story gets halted to a degree, but it also gets extended as well at the same time. Because now the story didn't end at Payback. The story can end at WrestleMania. It could end at Survivor Series. It could end later, while in the process expanding other stories. The only guys I remember Austin and Rock Star Power rubbing off on were Angle and Brock. Trips roles with Rock and Foley and Taker were already stars. Exactly. Very minimal. But it's really what Roman has managed to do in 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020. Everyone had... Finn Balor was better for it. Kevin Owens was better for it. Directly with the Bloodline, Sami Zayn. Look at Solo Sikoa. Bro, the moment Solo Sikoa splits from the Bloodline, that's already a main star on his own. Solo Sikoa is already a star. He's only been in WWE for a year, guys. In 1 year, Solo's a bigger star than so many more. He doesn't even have a whole lot to say on the mic. Roman has had so much influence on the product, bro, across the board. He's rubbed off in such positive ways. The only guy that hasn't, unfortunately, capitalized on the rub is Drew McIntyre. He got injured and sick and stuff at the wrong time. He got, it's just bad timing, bad setup. When do you think they will bring in more of Solo's brother? That'll be crazy. Hey, speaking of Solo, do you think Jimmy wants back in Bloodline only to get Solo out? Could be. And that's a very good angle to go into. Sean and Brett have Austin his star rub. Ken? Yeah. So, when you look at Roman Reigns, he's had the most impact on the most superstars than any other top star has in the history of the business, in my opinion. Even CM Punk. I love CM Punk's run. Peak CM Punk in WWE, very few can touch. But what's fascinating about CM Punk is not the rub that he gave off or who he worked with. It's the fact that CM Punk was able to stay relevant while John Cena was still a main guy, while Randy Orton was still a main guy. CM Punk was able to make noise and be something for himself in a time where it was very difficult to get away from John Cena. It was very difficult to overcome the John Cena shadow. And he did it. So CM Punk, that's why CM Punk to me is a pioneer in his own way, in his own right. And as much praise as we've given Daniel Bryan was just able to capitalize on the fact that CM Punk walked. I knew somebody would mention Daniel Bryan, and I talked about it before you even wrote his name down, Carter. Because Daniel Bryan was great, but he was able to flourish because CM Punk set the fire. CM Punk set the pathway for him. That's just the truth. Daniel Bryan is great, but he was terrible on the mic. He had no character. He was vanilla as hell. CM Punk was able to set the stage for him. So, at the end of the day, bro, you got to look at, Roman Reigns is not on TV. I don't like it. You haven't asked me the $1 million question. You guys may think that I'm pro Roman not being on TV. I would like for them to show Roman, even if it's in his backyard on vacation, doing like a backstage segment. I like those segments a lot. I think it adds layers. So not having Roman on the show at all, and having Paul Heyman produce the moments for him. It's cool, but it sucks. It's cool, but it sucks. It's bittersweet. Punk, Bryan, and somewhat Sheamus are products of the Cena rub. Somewhat. I don't agree. I feel Daniel Bryan changed a lot. He came in with Bella's and... What up, Super Saiyan? Nah, bro. There is no Daniel Bryan if CM Punk was at the top. CM Punk would have squashed Daniel Bryan at that point in time. Daniel Bryan rose beyond the mid-card, beyond the average, and the fans focused on Daniel Bryan because they needed to pick another leader, another underdog, another story. Just like right now, people don't want to just cheer for Cody. People don't want to just boo Roman Reigns. They want another underdog. They want another hero, and that's LA Knight. There's always another person, and you need something to be missed in order for someone to kind of fill in the void. Similar to Triple H, Edge, and Orton rose with Cena, more so Orton, who was world champion before he faced Cena in 07. Edge, although you can make an argument because his world title was against Cena. JBL too, you can mention JBL's main event run with Cena was spectacular too. And I didn't see most of it, but I've seen some of it. We got guys like Balor, Owens, Pac, Zayn, Bryan, Kenta, Nakamura, etc. Yes, that's what CM Punk did. CM Punk gave an opportunity to these other characters. I get what you're saying, brother, but I don't agree. But I get what you're trying to say for sure. But I felt like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were in their own lanes way before Punk blew up. People wanted. Yeah, but you're not saying anything by saying that. Yeah, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were in their own lanes, but if it wasn't for CM Punk leaving, Daniel Bryan wouldn't have been as big as he was because CM Punk had that spotlight. When CM Punk left WWE, there was a void that needed to be filled, and people needed to back another character, another unsung hero, another underdog, and it became Daniel Bryan. Could Bryan have become a big star anyways? Sure, it could have happened in some capacity, but to the level that the Yes Movement became what it became, CM Punk had control of that crowd. A lot of the same fans of Daniel Bryan are the same fans of CM Punk. AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan with CM Punk? Yes. To be fair, straight edge version of Punk got him over huge. Huge. Hot take, Liv Morgan is one of the weakest women on the roster. I agree 1,000%. I think that WWE puts her on the spotlight because she is pretty solid. She's okay on the mic, but she's more than anything over with the crowd, and she's the unsung hero of the women's division. It's just what it is. At the end of the day, you gotta look at wrestling through time, and there's always characters replacing characters. It's just the way the business evolves and continues to flourish. You need someone to leave or to be absent for someone to go up. I felt he would have been world champ even if Punk stayed, but they would have probably been on different brands, but he wouldn't have been as big. He wasn't as big. There's a difference between just being world champ, bro. Sheamus was world champ. It doesn't mean that he has evolved past the intercontinental scene and beyond that level. And he's a great world champ and was a great world champ, but it doesn't mean that he's main evented and he's had top spots. But Sheamus didn't blow up more than he blew up because there wasn't really a void for him to fill in. Zoe Stark is underrated. If she was underrated, then she wouldn't have been with Trish. She's being put in the spotlight. Because prior to Punk, WWE didn't get a lot of indie guys outside of R-Truth, Paul London. Not only that, prior to Punk, WWE didn't give guys like Punk the opportunity that Punk had. Yeah, Zoe on the main roster has been good. Is it me or do I just think that women's tag team title matches are boring? They're boring because there's no story, there's no real build-up. Hold on, guys. Let me go check on the food in the kitchen. I got to be a responsible human being. I got to make sure that my dinner is cooking and ready to roll. Give me less than 5 minutes. Keep the conversations going. I'm going to read it as soon as I get back. Look at the chat box on screen. Keep it going. Don't sell out. Give me less than 5 minutes, please.
Almost a festering negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim, yeah.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
We are back. Let's see what y'all had going on, man. I want to see what y'all had going on. Sorry, I had some house duties to take care of. That was my bad. But y'all kept the show going, so I appreciate you guys. All right, let's see where I left off. Oh, you guys started talking about Ring of Honor? Ooh. People compare Orton to Theory. I don't see it. Do y'all think in terms of wrestling ability? More people compare Theory to Cena, but I would say Theory's smoothness in the ring is more comparable to Orton, which I actually brought up that point while I was watching him live the last several shows that I've seen him at. All right, so I'm back on top here. Let me see. MGM. Starks. Oh, it's Twitch. Yes, Starks did get the Trish rub. Elijah Burke. I remember Elijah Burke. People forgot how influential Punk was. When you think about it, he started the Big Bang of indie wrestling and gave birth to AEW. I don't think he gave birth to AEW. That's nah. The birth to AEW is strictly Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and those guys. People compare. All right, I got that. Can't wait for Raw tonight. You're gonna watch Raw tonight, Keon? I can't wait still Raw tonight. Wait, what, Keon? AEW wouldn't exist without Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor wouldn't have gotten as big if it weren't for Punk's influence in WWE. A lot of people had influence in WWE from Ring of Honor, but yeah, you know, CM Punk, big time. I was saying the Pine Bomb wasn't influential. No way. You obviously don't realize how many the wrestlers are already said. No, bro, you're missing what I said. I'm not specifically indies. Pine Bomb was definitely influential, and this as a person who thinks Punk's AEW run is overrated. Nah, CM Punk's run in AEW was pretty forgetful for the most part, with the exception of a few spots, few bright spots. Expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess. What's happening next? You got the venom, a tangible weapon. No Punk gave everyone a chance to rise. He was that guy. Punk wanted to make sure he was rising. That Triple H promo. That Triple H promo that everyone has been posting all across social media is not really far from the reality, where Triple H literally tells him, you know, you want to call yourself some kind of martyr. The only way you want to see change is if you're the top guy. He's not wrong by saying that. CM Punk always wanted and complained about not being the main event, not being the poster child and things like that. He wanted to be the voice of the voiceless. That was his whole gimmick, but he wasn't, you know, look, guys, don't get caught up in the character and in the politics of things. Look at someone like, for example, Mike the Miz Mizanin, all right? Look at the Miz. I'm talking about the guy, the Miz. Whether the Miz has worked at every Raw, every pay-per-view, or he's away from the shows, or he's put in a joke of a storyline, or he's the main event, or the opening act, or he's getting bamboozled, or he's in the middle of the card, or he's in the pre-show. Everything the Miz ever touches ends up being enjoyable to some capacity. Whether it's actually must-see TV, that's his gimmick. I'm not going to play into his gimmick. Whether it's must-see TV or not, that's up to the individual. But you can't sit here with a straight face and tell me that the Miz is boring and that what he does is boring. And when he's in the middle of the card, he's boring, because whether he's feuding with Ciampa, whether he's feuding with John Cena, with LA Knight, it doesn't matter who the Miz is feuding with. He could feud with absolutely anyone, and he will try to make it work. He was even feuding with Daniel Bryan when Daniel Bryan was the GM. So, guys, that to me is being not just a team player, or like LA Knight says, oh, you allow people to walk all over you or whatever. That is being an influential superstar. That to me is being that guy. That to me is being selfless. CM Punk, to a degree, and now more than ever, he's more committed to the future and helping the future of wrestling. Yes, indeed. But when you look at someone like The Miz, very few can compare to him. Oh, but the Chris Jericho and the Kenny Omega and I'm not talking about like his flippity floppy stuff. I'm not talking about just ring work or whether he's safe or too safe or not safe. I'm not talking about just in-ring performance. I'm talking about overall. Overall, when you look at his body of work, again, I'm going to reiterate this. Whether he's scheduled to be on the show or he's a filler or whatever, whenever he's on TV, bro, he makes you want to turn up the volume and listen to what he's saying. He makes you want to pay attention to his match, whether it means he's going for a title or not. He is always pushing forward. He makes his moments memorable in some way, shape, or form. Miz and Ziggler are the definition of unselfish. They've done everything asked of them, even if their characters are damaged from it. 1,000%. And maybe they've been a little too unselfish. Maybe they've been too selfless. But that's why I say there's never like the perfect balance. There's never the perfect... You know, it's really hard, bro. It's really hard. Either you're Roman Reigns, where people complain you're not on TV, or you're on TV all the time and people complain anyways that you're stealing the spotlight or holding the division hostage, or people are complaining that you're like John Cena squashing everybody because you're the franchise. Like, there's always something to say. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's how I feel about you know, The Miz. And he's not perfect either. He doesn't have to be. He just makes his segments worth watching. It's not that hard to really wrap your head around that. It's really not that hard to, you know, understand that this guy, he just loves what he does. He doesn't take it for granted, and he goes out there and makes sure that he gives us an entertaining experience. That's what wrestling is all about. The Miz gets it. The Miz gets exactly what it's all about. At the end of the day, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame just for how many people he's put over, how many good matches and moments he's given us in general. And I, never in a million years did I ever expect to say that either, guys. I'm saying this a lot, you know, older and wiser now, looking back at it, like, damn, bro, The Miz, we take The Miz for granted. We really do, because sometimes he comes off as corny, sometimes he's goofy. Paige versus AJ Lee, Charlotte versus Lynch, and Bayley versus Sasha were definitely the most influential feuds of modern day women's wrestling. Yes. All right, Ken, I'll see you in a few. I agree with that. I agree. It's just, it's unfortunate that a lot gets overshadowed or, you know, left behind. You know, that's really one thing that we have to realize is that these superstars, sometimes they go off and work on their own agenda. Like, they go off the rails, guys. They go off the rails. And that's why, like, with CM Punk, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Yeah, he paved the way and created the you know, this lane for guys like Daniel Bryan and all those indie stars to get a chance, but at the same time, he was a franchise player. He was the WWE guy, if you will. Not the typical WWE guy, that's for sure. But he was a WWE guy nonetheless. I'm always hate Ricky Starks getting screwed out of his main event due to that Punk Perry fight. Glad he was on the pay-per-view, but the main event would have been massive. Massive, bro. That is really disheartening. I really hate the way CM Punk's run ended. It's really sad. At the end of the day, it's really sad that CM Punk left WWE. I mean, left AEW the way he left. It's unfortunate, that's for sure. I wish it would have been a little different. But people just didn't want to, you know, work with him. What can you do, bro? What can you do when people don't want to work with you? What can you do? What do you guys think Cody Rhodes is going to do tonight? I just listened to Jimmy and Jay's full themes better than I expected, Lex. Yeah, I like it, man. I listened to it too. When the stream started, I kind of listened to it to like go over it. And I thought that they were really good. I always hated Bray since he debuted. Really? How come? What didn't you like about Bray? You think Cody's going to SmackDown? I don't think they're going to trade Cody to SmackDown. Not yet. I do like that they traded Jay to Raw, though. So you think Cody is going to go to Raw and announce that he's going to SmackDown? Is that what you think is going to happen? Call out Drew? Why would he call out Drew, though? I would love for him to call out Drew. Don't get me wrong. That's the feud that I wish happened.
Getting set up for something in the corner.
I just don't see how that ends up being... Oh, but Matt, you're right, because Matt Riddle... Hey, tonight, Drew McIntyre could go heel because Matt Riddle sold out. They took out Matt Riddle from the show. Oh, Drew name dropped him. Can you please fill me in, bro? I like Bray's new interest. I'm gonna miss Bray for sure, bro. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. I was really excited for him. I had bought the mask at my WWE. I just went to WWE in June. Well, I went to Payback this past week, but I went to WWE to a WWE show in June. I bought the Bray Wyatt mask. I have the Bray Wyatt mask. The Uncle Howdy one? Well, not the Uncle Howdy, because the Uncle Howdy one was different. Good on Brock getting that ex-con down, bro. You already know. Ex-con down. I wonder where this feud with Judgment Day is going to go. Like, because now they're on SmackDown. I like that they're on SmackDown and Raw because they're the tag champs. I do like that. But I want them to split the titles back up, man. I like having champions on both shows. Who would you guys have on SmackDown be tag champs? I think Judgment Day for Raw is perfect. Especially for Finn Balor, who's been on a massive losing streak, it felt like a little bit. You know, between Edge and Seth Rollins, I feel like Finn Balor needed some kind of victory lap. What up, VJ? I'm feeling a little better, man. Thank goodness, because, you know, I wanted to stream. I hate that I missed videos and streams to upload, but I was able to stream NBA 2K on the other channel a little bit, and I was able to go live and also, you know, I took the weekend off because I've been feeling like crap, and today I woke up feeling like shit, but as the day went on and I took some vitamins and stuff, I was able to feel a little better, so I've been on here hanging out. I was thinking about doing the Monday Night Raw watch party because I'm going to have dinner here in a little bit, so I'm going to have to end the stream, but I was thinking about doing the Raw watch party if you guys wanted to watch Raw together. I don't know how you guys are feeling about watching Raw. Even though I missed Raw last week, but with Cody coming back, Jay being on the show, I want to see what they got going on. What the hell? And I am going to be playing more WWE 2k23 I know I keep saying that, but I got distracted by Stadium Stampede and AEW. I really loved the Stadium Stampede, but now I'm sad that not that many people have supported the game mode, so there's not that many people who play it, unfortunately, man. Let me see. When Jay first came out to Raw or whatever, said what he said, then Drew and Riddle came out, looked at Jay, then Riddle and Drew was backstage and talked. Drew said Jay better not get out of hand. Okay, but how does that involve Cody, though? Jay being on Raw opens up so many opportunities for sure. Or he coming after the person. Oh, I got you. So he said, or he's coming after the person that brought him to Raw. Damn, that'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Wow, what a way to plant the seed, huh? That would be outstanding, bro. Jay versus Seth, do you think so? I don't want Seth to beat down Jay, bro. Jay's a good guy. Or he's trying to be. I gotta get some Jay merch, man. I got some Roman merch. I got some Bloodline merch. I gotta get some Jay merch, man. I'm so curious what they do with the Judgment Day post breakup. Nah, but don't think about that yet. Just yet. Let's enjoy the ride, bro. Judgment Day is still going strong, and they're adding JD McDonald. I like the way they're adding JD McDonald to the mix. It's been slowly but surely going into it. But it could be the end of an era with the sale possibly finally happening tomorrow. What do you mean end of an era? Damn, BJ, we talked about that earlier. Don't fall for the headlines. Yeah, well, yeah. Vince will have a boss. Okay. So you know what you're talking about. I'm so glad that you're well informed, unlike some of these headliners out here. Seth will lose. All right, if Seth loses a strap, then maybe. I feel like we're getting JD versus Street Profits at Fastlane. Oh, Judgment Day versus Street Profits. That would be cool. I think Endeavor will bring in CM Punk in November. I don't think that's up to Endeavor, man. I think Endeavor could suggest it and see what WWE thinks, but I think it's more than just that. I think Raw will be awesome tonight too. That sucks that Riddle's not going to be there because I wanted to see what was going to happen with the story. I feel like Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio need to stay together for a long time so they both stay on top. Who do you think interrupts IC celebration tonight? Chad Gable. I don't think that feud is over. Or am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that? I don't think Gable's taking the title, but I think that feud is going to go a little more. Who do you think is going to interrupt? I do like the Jay idea proposed, though, especially the idea of Cody being Jay's help against the Bloodline. Yeah, that'll be awesome. That sets up even like Survivor Series. Imagine the Bloodline with some common bad guys versus everyone that they've wronged on the opposite team. 2K steadily chasing that bread. We're getting packs tomorrow and Friday. 3 packs in 1 week? That's tough. I do like NBA 2k24, but I do not want to spend any kind of money on it. Hey, baby. I don't want to spend any kind of money on it. Look, he showed up. I didn't take you out today, so you don't get mad. What were you eating? What were you eating? Chips. Why were you eating when dinner's about to be done?
Because I'm grappling.
What the hell does that even mean? Wow. What a sellout. So you're not going to have dinner?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Oh. Oh, whoa. Keon says, hey. He said, hi. I'm on the wrong 2K. Says the guy who sold out all weekend. All right. All right. I'm done. I'm done with this fool. Oh, man, the Iron Man match would be insane, VJ. Oh, man, that would be a throwback. Yeah, it is insane, bro. My guy's still a 66 overall. Lady Lexx has entered the building. Yep. We're about to eat some dinner. Just because you hate WWE 2k23 doesn't mean everyone else has to, okay? And I'm talking to Jay, by the way. Yo, is anyone playing The Crew, man? I wrote it on Discord and nobody freaking replied. Y'all sold out. I quit match? Oh, man, that'll be awesome. I would like an Iron Man match just because I know both of them boys could go, but I quit would be pretty dope, too. I think I would take the Iron Man match better. The only 2K you care about has a basketball in it? Yeah, bro. This dude's a sellout. All he does is trash and bash this shit. This game is good.
Here are your winners. Brock Lesnar, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Joaquin.
What a sellout. I'm done with Jay, bro. What's the update? The updates going forward are going to be from my faction. That's for sure. The winner. Wiener, wiener. My scam, I really don't like either. This dude's a hater, dog. You won a briefcase? Damn, look at the tier 1 rewards. Diamond Ludwig? Let me get that diamond, coach. Damn, they got some good-ass rewards. I just realized, look at the rewards on this. They got Amethyst Maurice, Amethyst Luke Gallows, Amethyst Molly Holly, and Diamond Ludwig Kaiser. I'll take that Diamond Ludwig Kaiser, my first diamond. Damn, we gotta hop on this grind. You got the diamond cards from the token market yet? No! No! I don't have any tokens, Scrib. That just sounded annoying as hell. I have SmackDown playing right now. They got Bailey and Io Sky versus Charlotte and Shotzi. Special guest referee would be amazing. Oh, look, speaking of the devil, we got Jey Uso. We just pulled Jey Uso. We've been down since the day one ish. You know who's another person that we take for granted? Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is the best, in my opinion. Everybody's just tired of her because she's not young and new and perky and little and cute like Liv and all these little new divas. So all the guys are like, oh no, I don't like her. I hopped on Starfield. I gotta get back on Starfield though. You got the diamonds. I gotta get the diamonds. WWE released the Usos' new music. Yeah, they did. I heard it. It's just me, Us. Day one, it's just me, Us. And day one, it's just me, Us.
Just look at the determined look on each superstar's face. There's going to be no shortage of excitement watching.
Alexa's pregnant, bro. You know how long she's gonna take to get back? Might as well retire. Well, I don't know if she'll retire, honestly. What I could say is that it's just me, you. The day one is, it's just me, you. The day one is just me, you. What's up with Bailey? Is she like injured or something? Because they don't really have her doing anything like main event level. Bailey's too good. I mean, at least she's putting over Io Sky. Can I check weekly rewards? Sure, bud. Bailey is too good. I think it's funny that like they're trying to make her stable, feel like kind of like the NWO. Like she reminds me, like, for whatever reason, she reminds me kind of like Kevin Nash and shit. Oh, Asuka came out and interfered. That feud is gonna be good. Nia Jax coming back. Yeah, those are the rumors, huh? Nia Jax possibly returning. This is day one, ooh. Damn, Shotzi got the pin over Bailey. Bailey just stays putting everybody over, huh?
That last sequence didn't go as he planned. Placed into the corner. Knee strike connects. Well measured. Hits their opponent's legs. That's a free fall.
MGM, weren't you a Shotzi fan?
Go behind. Suplex City. Population U.
Why is Asuka in the ring holding Io Sky's title? For her new haircut.
Oh, look at this. A release belly to belly. And he keeps his focus on an attack to that area.
No! Dolph Ziggler got tagged. Shotzi pinned her 2 weeks in a row. Bailey fine for real. Look at Jay, bro. You're such a sexist, Jay. You're such a dirty sexist pig. Who's watching Monday Night Raw tonight? Be honest. Who's watching Monday Night Raw, bro? Just be honest. Damn. Straight up.
Now entering Suplex City. Fire and grab your little dog and warn your aunt. That's a 5 coming through. Has brought, delivered the exclamation.
Ooh, so. I'll be watching when I get home from work. Jason said he's watching. Keon said he's watching.
Into the corner he goes. A perfectly placed target. Nice counter by Ziggler. He's got that boot right up against his face. Come on.
I didn't expect to see Sean Strickland beat Israel. Oh, yeah, you did want to talk about that. I didn't expect that at all either, Oos. That was a big surprise, Oos. Oh, Dolph Ziggler actually reversed Brock Lesnar? No way. Yo, I heard online that people were complaining about the Jimmy and AJ match. You're on Overwatch? Nah, you're not a real fan anymore, dog. Yeah, that's why you never be in the watch parties. I don't know what happened, Jay. You used to be the #1 Oos. You're just like Trout, bro, selling out. I would like to see when the sale goes through if WWE makes a new logo. I know it means nothing, but we'd like to see what they come up with. I don't think they're gonna make a new logo. The only logo they need to make is the World Wrestling Federation. There when you need me? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'd be hitting you up. I was hitting you up today and you didn't even reply. It's sellout. No, Dolph Ziggler's going for the tag. Motorfest, I'm there. We'll see. You said you're getting the free trial. You ain't even buying the game. You're not even on the game today. I would like to buy the rights to use the WWF logo. Hell yeah.
Able to get the advantage here. Hooked him up. And a suplex.
My Kroger bought my game on? Wait, what do you mean? You bought Motorfest?
Lesnar with a well-timed shot. Now he's been put on the defensive. Down with a suplex. The Beast incarnate looking to end this. Lesnar. Brilliant. Can Gunther recover from that?
He said, I'm in the bloodline. Ain't nobody told me I'm out the bloodline, so. He says, you ain't into the tribal chief says you're in. Do you guys think Jimmy is in the bloodline or he's out? You and your friend are going half on it? Ah.
I don't care who you are. You can't survive any more of those. Looking worse for wear in the corner now.
Haha, Paul Heyman said, I'm bringing this family back together. We the ones.
You'd love to see that coming.
What up, Avery? We the ones. Oh, look at AJ. I think Jimmy's out the bloodline, but using them to his advantage. Ooh, interesting. Never understood why the World Wildlife Foundation. I know, nobody was getting them confused at all. They were like WWF.
Would you just look at him? Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate.
I love that they got AJ in this. Oh, Jimmy's taking out AJ backstage. I love it, bro. Great decision. Great booking.
And we see him take yet another shot to the body. He's been placed in the corner now. Good golly, what an eagle. Really just laying it in.
Call Roman Reigns.
Boom, what a punch.
Man, I'm so hungry, bro. I can smell the food all the way from over here. I'm starving. Damn, Moose. I'm getting my universe mode set up, mixing with today's era in the past. Damn, I've done that too. I actually gotta restart it. What up, Guan?
Shot to the midsection connects.
Honestly, I gotta restart it. I feel like it's so lost.
Effective body blow.
Have a great rest of the stream. I gotta get back to work. All right, I'll see you later, VJ.
Good target. And there's the cover. Oh, come on, ref, get some control. Shut up, Byron. And just like that, he's
We hungry. As far as arenas, I'm gonna have Raw, is War, Heat, and SmackDown. Ooh, a little saucy. I hope they have free DLC too, but I don't think so. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but I don't think that it's gonna have the DLC. Waiting for football? Oh yeah, tonight is the Jets. Do you like Sean Strickland? Not after the bullshit he said. You saw what he said in the press conference, bro? Yeah, I'm getting the new UFC game. I actually got to finish my career in the other UFC game. Bro, my stomach is burning from how hungry I am. She said, I'm ready for Oscar. That's a challenge for the title. Damn, look at LA Knight getting the big pop. Yeah. I did see his promo online. Strickland always on BS, but a little funny coming from a troll. You think that is funny, what he said? Your Ravens won? Nice. My Dolphins won yesterday in a nail biter. I think that Strickland, if he meant what he said, though, that dude... The Raiders played the Broncos, I think? He has autism. Yeah, but that doesn't justify saying that, you know, women need to get back in the kitchen. Like, I get where he's coming from, and he could have, you know, that you just, it doesn't justify that. Right? He started, like, talking about a bunch. Now, I will say, the interviewers did set him up, and he answered.
Position. This takes tremendous power. Listen to the impact.
Swallow it. You most certainly will.
Here we go. And he might have been able to cinch things there. I don't understand the choice to stop the pin count. McDonough unleashing the devil inside. Orton always has an answer, a plan.
You want to see Adesanya's legacy continue? Man, it was a great match, I will say. What do you think of the AEW 5 Forever game? To me, it's cool, but it needs work. It needs a lot of work, indeed. I do enjoy it. I think that it doesn't have enough to sustain for as long as we thought. And I think it'll get better with time.
McDonough needs to end this. He stops the count for his
Sorry for taking so long to reply, Avery.
He's running on empty right now. Yeah, this is a dire
I just feel like
right now. Dolph needs to tap
Adesanya got cooked.
if he wants to truly show the world how good he is. There's not
Badly.
a single person sitting in this arena.
Yeah, bullshit Michigan State coach got himself into. What happened now?
DDT with authority. Tags him in.
Ooh, that was dope.
To the jaw. Countered it just in time. And both athletes
Yeah, Adesanya just wasn't who we thought he was.
got him set up in the corner of the ring.
We just thought he was going to be the greatest of all time in the middleweight division.
Tag switching it up. Brock Lesnar
Boy, were we wrong.
unleashed. F5. Oh my. How much more can they endure? Squeezing the
We were so wrong on Israel Adesanya. We thought that this guy was going to be the hottest ticket in town. And he got whooped. Strickland, all he did was... Sexual harassment to severe level. For who? Oh, sexual harassment.
Yep, that's what we call a good day at the office.
Making some Alfredo. Nice. Bro, I'm starving. I got a hole in my stomach. I'm about to have me some dinner. Ah, give me a diamond, bro. Give me a diamond. Give me a diamond in the rough. He trained with Alex Pereira. Look, bro, I like Sean Strickland. I like that he's the underdog. He's like the Rocky story. He wasn't supposed to be there. It was supposed to be another fight. He ended up getting the call, accepting, and doing it. So, in terms of that, you know, I'm all for the underdog. I am. Especially, like, that's what makes UFC, you know, the sport of MMA is what makes it so amazing, that it's unpredictable. You really can't predict who's going to be champion and how long they're going to be champion. Did you hear about CM Punk being fired? I did, Avery. I did. Avery, if you love wrestling, man, you might want to check out my YouTube channel and follow me on there as well as on Kick if you haven't already. I'll give you the link to my channel over there so you could check it out. That's who I'm talking to right now. Let me put the link here for you. I may start a watch party for Raw after it goes off. Not after it goes off, but during the show. I'm not sure yet. I gotta see who replies on Discord and stuff. I am very, very hungry. You watching it? I think I'm gonna tune in, yeah, because Cody's coming back tonight. I want to see what they do with Jey. So I mean, the whole 3 hours. I don't know if I'll watch the whole 3 hours, but I'm definitely. What? That's nasty, Ganjo. What the hell is that? Oh, I didn't check Weekly Towers. I'm so sorry, bro. I completely forgot. You didn't remind me. I'm so sorry I sold out. You're following here, I'm following YouTube as well. Thank you, Avery. I appreciate that. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the Lexxoverse. Welcome to the party. That's what I'm saying. The 3 hours are crazy. Yeah, super crazy. Too crazy. That's the problem with that. But guys, I had a great stream with y'all, man. I went over the 2-hour marker for... I wanted to get to 2 hours exactly. I wanted to make up for lost time since I had gone to the kitchen. But I think the food is just about ready almost. So I'm going to go have me some dinner. I know I haven't heard if he's been fired, but he is suspended. He's going to get fired once they catch his ass. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. It's how's it supposed to feel? And make sure you guys follow me on the Plus channel as well. Alright? Because we're going to be playing Starfield, NBA, The Crew, and more. So we're back on the grind this week. Hopefully I don't get worse than what I've been. I've already been sick for a little bit. I think it's going away. So the streams are back. I had to take a couple days, man. I felt like shit. We're feeling a little better. So we'll be back soon. See you later. Let's go.
Only way to win at life, I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.